Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest as usual. We start with this huge report claiming that Barcelona are set for 60 million euros financial boost, which will allow player registration easily. We are going to discuss that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Julian Araujo as club president, Joan Laporta confirms the defender will leave on a loan, as he said, something we are still working on. We are also going to look at that as well. So, guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. According to a recent report from El Confidencial, as relayed by Dario Sport, Barcelona are imminently set to activate an economic lever by selling a 16% stake in Barca Studios. A German investment fund will buy the stake in a move that will bring 60 million euros to the Barcelona coffers. The club had earlier sold a 49% stake in Barca Studios to Orpheus and Socios.com last year itself, with each company buying a 24.5% stake for 100 million euros. However, both entities could not deposit the 30 million euros installment payment to Barcelona in time, which has caused problems for the Catalan outfit with regards to FFP and the registration of new players and contracts. In order to fix this, Barcelona have decided to sell 16% of its stake in Barca Studios, but this won't come from their existing 51% stake in the entity. The club, after all, will never consider losing a controlling stake in one of its assets. Instead, Barcelona have convinced both Socios and Orpheus to lower the share in Barca Studios to 16.5% each because of the late payments. That would total up to 33% share, with the German investing fund now buying the remaining 16% for a fee of 60 million euros. This fresh infusion of cash should help Barca register the new signings and the new contracts of some of the existing stars. At the same time, Barca are confident that they can generate income from a few of the other sources as well. By August, they are hoping to come under the 1v1 rule, which should alleviate much of the financial stress and may even allow the club to bring in more players before the season starts. The Catalans are already actively working on a plan, to reinforce the attacking midfield and a right back position, although they are yet to find a suitable option in the market. Of course, this past few days we have been getting some very positive reports, I must say, as to financial boost, as to an injection of cash that will greatly help us, in this, I would say, very stressful transfer window for us so far, which I think is very, very necessary because Barcelona have been going through a lot. We haven't been able to get the players that we actually want, which all boils down to financial issues, isn't it? So, guys, I definitely think that this would be a great, great deal for us. Now, we're talking about 60 million, but there are some other reports talking about some Qatari stuff like that for 100 million. I definitely think that's another different operation by itself. And of course, I just believe that Laporta has a lot that he's doing to make things happen for us. We quite remember last summer, the activation of these economic levers greatly helped us because, to be honest, had it been that there was nothing like activating levers last season, there was no way we were going to win La Liga because the players like Koundé, Rafinha, Lewandowski, all those players that were bought with some huge amounts, all was because Laporta had to brainstorm certain things to make those finances come to reality, which enabled Barca to buy those quality players. But quite frankly, the fact that we couldn't have that leverage again to sell economic levers, of course, Barca's hands were tied. That is why majority of the targets that Barca have been putting interest in, they have been able to get the deal done because they don't have money. Whatever thing that we want to go for, when we have or when we face competition from other top clubs, at the end of the day, we are the losers. And I think it is very important that the president is doing all this to ensure that the club gets their preferred target. It's very important because we as fans, we really want to compete. We want to compete in Champions League, especially that we have been failing to go far, and definitely we need good players. We need players who are our first choices. We don't just need players for players' sake, right? Because let's be honest, guys. Players like Oriol Romeo, for instance, couldn't have been a Barca player had it been Barca had the money, because we're already linked with players like Zubimendi for that midfield position. And definitely, if money was there, it could have been a tempting factor for the player to come to the Camp Nou. So 60 million boost is a great deal. Laporta is working on it, and of course, La Liga have given their approval according to reports we are getting. So let's just keep fingers crossed, hoping that things will go well as planned. Then on to the next story of discussion. During an interview with ESPN, Barcelona president Joan Laporta has confirmed that young defender Julian Araujo will be leaving the club on loan this summer. Araujo joined the Catalan Giants in January earlier this year, but was unable to make his debut for the club due to FIFA not authorizing the transfer owing to delays in filing paperwork. The 21-year-old Mexican international did finally get a chance to play in the Blaugrana colors in the post-season friendly against Vissel Kobe last month, but it appears that Araujo will have to wait a while for his competitive debut for Barcelona, as he is now set to leave on loan. Speaking in an interview, the Barca boss praised Araujo as a great right back while confirming that the club are working to move him on loan in the current transfer window. He said, Araujo is spoken well of throughout the club, great right back who also has a great understanding with his teammates. He came from LA Galaxy, and here he is, Laporta said. He has spent time at the Barca Academy in the US. He has a Barca stamp and has felt well treated. He is a great professional and has a long career. The president added he will be loaned out for next season. It is something we are working on. With Araujo confirming to be leaving on loan, it now remains to be seen where the Mexican ends up. The 21-year-old is attracting serious interest from newly promoted side UD Las Palmas, with reports even suggesting that an agreement was already in place between the two teams. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.